Do you know in the early Skids gigs, would you have people on coming on stage trying to like fight?
Unfortunately, we did. I mean, some gigs there was more people on stage than in the audience, and there was a lot of fights. I was a bit of a fighter when I was young, so I didn't mind. But the other bands were not. The other guys in the band were not fighters, and so I was often on my own there. Taking on. I remember we played Wolverhampton one time, and it was a big hall, civic hall. We played, and there must have been 3,000 skinheads there, and some of them were serious trouble. And they all started coming up on the stage, and I ended up fighting them from the stage, but they just kept on coming. It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. So there was nights like that, but that was part of the period we lived in. I mean, I actually quite liked skinhead culture, but I hated how it was adopted by football hooligans and uh, British nationalists, right wing scumbags. So if they ever came along to our gigs, then yeah, put them straight because my politics are the opposite of theirs. That's for sure.
Did you enjoy that? Obviously, not the politics side, but like the rough side of it, or did you think it overshadowed the music?
Well, it was part of the period we came from. It was some of it was rough, and then on the back of us, all these new bands appeared who seemed to accelerate that madness, like Sham 69 or whatever, who had a big skinhead following, and there seemed to be a lot of violence suddenly at the gigs. I mean, I got attacked loads of times. I remember I'm big friends with Susie and the Banshees, and I shared the flat with Steve Severin, the bass player. And I remember going to see them in Edinburgh, and I was attacked, and really, it was pretty vicious. So that happened a lot, and even because of the way we dressed when we were kids, people immediately took a dislike towards us, and that could, in much more macho culture, that could become violent. So it was dangerous. But as I say, in the early days, I was a bit of a fighter. I didn't mind it, but later on, I was like, "Come on, what are we doing?" Fortunately, none of that happens now. I mean, most of the people coming to our gigs are coming in mobility scooters, so there's none of that.